Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Zexon Amidu YouTube Sports channel, where we give analysis on the trending sports news that are making headlines in the entire world. After many years of watching the Premier League, today I've come out with a list of some of the greatest players that have ever graced the beautiful game of football, that is in the English Premier League. Since its inception, that is way back in 1992, the Premier League has been home to one of the greatest, to some or majority of the greatest players that is in the football world that have ever graced the beautiful game of football for the last 31 years. For those that have watched the Premier League ever since its inception start or ever since its inaugural start up to date. The Premier League has gotten many players who had graced the beautiful game of football, the likes of Alan Shearer, the likes of John Terry, Frank James Lampard, Stephen George Gerrard, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, Cristiano dos Santos, Ronaldo, the likes of Ryan Giggs, the likes of Paul Scholes, the likes of Eric Cantona. The list is the likes of Sergio Aguero, the likes of David Silva. The list is endless. But today, I've come to select the best 5 players in the Premier League history that have ever graced the beautiful game of football. And I will start by number 5. That will be Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs is one of the few players that started with the Premier League. That is way back in 1992 until his retirement. That was in 2013. That means he spent in the Premier League, that is 21 seasons. Amongst those 21 seasons, he managed to win 13 trophies. That is with Manchester United as a player. And even he managed to win many FA Cup trophies. He managed also to win, that was the treble of 1999 when Manchester United got all 3 trophies. That is the Champions League, the FA Cup, and even the English Premier League. In his playing career, or in his 21 playing career, that is at Manchester United, because he only played for one club, he managed to be, he is the all-time assist lead. He leads the total number of assists that have been made in the Premier League, over 160 assists. And his 21-year spell at Manchester United, he managed to score over 100 Premier League goals. That is Ryan Giggs. That is the Welshman. In number 4, I will be bringing about one of the greatest players ever still that has ever graced the beautiful game of football. This is Wayne Rooney. Born in 1985, currently is 38 years of age, now a coach that is at Birmingham City. However, his rise to form was around the 2002-2003 season when he scored one of the beautiful goals against Team Arsenal. Ever since then, he seduced that is Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him, that is in the summer of 2003. Ever since his signature, he managed to score in the Premier League. That is for the years he stayed in the Premier League, from around 2002 until latest around 2017 when he retired from, when he quitted, that is the Premier League. He scored over 280 goals. He won many accolades. That is in 2005, he was voted the PFA Young Player of the Year. He repeated it in 2006, the PFA Young Player of the Year. And even in 2010, he was named, that is the PFA Player of the Year. At 25 years, he managed to win many accolades, that is with Manchester United, and even is part of the team that won the Champions League, that is in 2008 when Manchester United beat Chelsea. That was on penalties, and currently is rated second to the most goals scored in the Premier League. That is after Alan Shearer, who scored 260 Premier League goals, and with Rooney currently is on the list, that is second position with 208 goals. So that's some of the biggest legacy that he left in the Premier League. I'll be coming about with number 3. in the Premier League, that will be nobody. That will be the great Alan Shearer. Remember, Alan Shearer had started way back even before changing the Premier League when it was called the English League. He played before, and later on when it was changed, that is the English Premier League, that was around its inception in 1992, was part of that Blackburn team that even won the title. That is in 1993 and 1994. He won a Premier League title that was with Blackburn. Later on, the following season, he moved to Newcastle, where he played majority of his football, and to a few players who started watching out the Premier League around 2000 until his retirement in 2006. You remember him, that was in Newcastle United. In the Premier League alone, this Alan Shearer, he managed to score 260 Premier League goals, and currently is the all-time top scorer in the Premier League history. Right now, as I stated before, that there is Wayne Rooney, and there is also Harry Edward Kane, who is also there in the Premier League for the chase for the all-time goal scorer in the Premier League history. This Alan Shearer, in his playing time, he managed to take 3 golden boots out of his playing career, and even before the record that was being for the record that was broken by Erling Brandt Haaland of 36 Premier League goals in 35 Premier League games, Alan Shearer and Andy Cole had shared this record way back from the 1994 season until recently in 2022-2023, when Erling Brandt Haaland broke that record of 36 Premier League goals. So he's one of the greatest players to have ever graced the beautiful game of football, that is in the English Premier League. Second, I will be bringing out, that is the great Cristiano dos Santos Ronaldo Alvaro. The man born, that was in 1985, currently playing his football, that is in Al Nassr, where he's even the top scorer as per the standing right now in the Saudi Pro League. Currently, Cristiano Ronaldo is even the captain of Al Nassr. His rise to form was when Manchester United was playing a Champions League game, that was around the 2002-2003 season, when his team, that was Sporting Lisbon, managed to beat Manchester United 3-1. Which persuaded, that is the by then coach of Manchester United, Alex Ferguson, to sign him instantly. He had a low start to the Premier League. Remember, he spent 6 years, that is in the Premier League, between 2003 to 2009, when he was signed by Real Madrid at by then record of £80 million. His rise to form, he managed to win 3 consecutive Premier League titles, that was with Manchester United, and is even part of that team that won, that was the 2008 Champions League trophy, when they managed to beat Chelsea in penalties. In that same season, 2007-2008, he managed to become the top scorer in the Premier League with 31 goals out of 34 games, and even in the Champions League, where he took also that golden boot with 8 goals. In that same year, he was also voted as the Ballon d'Or winner and even the FIFA Player of the Year, becoming the second player in Premier League history after that is Mike Owen around the 2001 season to ever win, that is the Ballon d'Or. It's until up to now, there is no any other player in the English Premier League that has ever won, that is the Ballon d'Or, and even the FIFA World Club player, and even the FIFA Player of the Year. That record only remains to Cristiano Ronaldo, and currently, as per the right standings, is the all-time top scorer, that is in football history, over 800 goals plus. Remember earlier on, we thought Pele is the greatest scorer. However, some of his statistics are not noted anywhere, but as per the standing, Cristiano Ronaldo currently is the all-time top scorer, that is in football history. I will be bringing up, that is number 1, that is the great Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry, born in Monaco, that is way back in 1977. Currently is also a coach. He's 46 years of age. He was signed by Arsene Wenger from Juventus. That was around the 1999. That was in the 1999 season. He was bought from Juventus as a winger, but when he was introduced to Team Arsenal, Arsene Wenger managed to change him into a striker. Ever since then, he rose to form. He managed to win, that is, 2 Premier League titles, that is with Team Arsenal, as is part of that invisible team of 2004 season that won the Premier League and even went the whole season of 49 games without being beaten, that is in the Premier League. In his playing time, that is in Arsenal, that was between 2009 to 2007, he managed to play 285 Premier League games, scoring a total of 177 Premier League goals. That is also a record still being held as by then as the highest foreign player to score many goals in the English Premier League. During his playing time, he managed to take 4 golden boots, that is in the English Premier League, and even he managed to score 20 goals and above in 4 consecutive seasons, that is Thierry Henry, and is regarded as the greatest Premier League player of all time in history. Subscribe, like, and comment as I always get you the latest sports updates. I'm Isaacson Hamido, the Sports Encyclopedia.